if we can make that change, then we become part of the whole, the good whole. And if we don't, we're just going to be uh, fucking fighting up against the lost,
Are you talking
which is
about
going
having
to happen. Does
having
that make sense?
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. In fact, I would say one more thing. A lot of people, especially with this at least I was brought up in Catholic faith, with this understanding that it's all about trying to do and trying not to do, and there really wasn't that identity. In fact, there was that identity, but it was always identifying as a sinner, always waking up in the morning and crapping
Devoted.
on myself first, right? And I think all things flow downstream from a deep spiritual understanding and relationship with the divine. In that we should start off by identifying with the highest degree of the spiritual essence, which ultimately is love, right? And so once you identify as love and you do the research and you start to expand your awareness and your understanding of what love is,
Yeah.
you will find that love is synonymous with oneness. And then from that
Yeah.
oneness, you'll see that all of the people that are struggling in this life, they deserve mercy and forgiveness, because that's what you would want if you were them. And I promise you, you
Yeah.
are them. And it's all an illusion. And so in that process, what the only conclusion you can come to is or
Forgive
I
them
should
for they know not what they do.
yeah, and I would also argue it's not rather than that, I would say what ultimately happens is that you no longer have to try as hard to do good. It naturally flows from your identity that you have now fundamentally shifted. That paradigm
I
shift of thinking you suck and God doesn't love you and he's separate from you and you're separate from everything else, that shift is what makes actually embodying love much easier. I mean, no, none of us are perfect, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier than
but but
than than thinking you're separate and unworthy and unworthy.
how what percentage of the population do you think is actually capable of? I mean, I know 100% is capable, but I mean, at this point, like, what do you think the actual percentages of people that? I mean, because like if
Yeah, no,
a
I know what you're saying.
religion is,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'll
and
tell you like this, okay? And I have this vision in my head that is crystal clear,
yeah, I follow
largely
you by the
because
way.
yeah, I understand humanity. I understand the nature of a human being. The vast majority of us are really just trying to find security, and we find security in groups that tell us that they know the truth, and in affiliating yourself with them,
Mm,
they can
no,
promise that you will be safe and
I ain't
secure
no part
in
of a
the
gang, bro.
afterlife, right? And
No
so,
gang for
yeah,
me.
and so ultimately, people they're plagued with these giant institutions, this pluralized religious paradigm that we're stuck in.
Hell of
And so they're
bullshit.
looking at all these different religions and they're debating them, till the cows come home. And what is clear is that there is no end to this debate because it's all built on this argument from authority and low vibration and frequency of
Yeah,
judging others to
yeah,
hell for all of eternity. Very
right.
soon, there's going to be a revolution that is based in fundamental principles and boldly tells the world we are transitioning from covenants and commandments to principles and awareness. And what will happen
Okay,
is that the
okay.
people that understand it and the people that resonate with it through their own experience on their own journeys, they will come together. And once enough
Yeah,
people come together, it's the bandwagon effect. It's the snowball rolling down the mountain. It is
right.
inevitable, but that is one of the key components to expediting this process that we're all dubbing the Great Awakening for those of us that are seekers. Like, we know it's
Yeah.
inevitable. We see it. Now it's just a matter of how quickly do we come together under something powerful that is symbolically representative of the actual transition of the ages
Mhm.
within this realm and within each and every one of us. That's
Mhm.
that's what's
Mhm.
happening. That's what's coming next. And I look for it every day.
Okay.
I'm looking for that organization that
If I
stands
could say,
to yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're
When
good.
I'm so sorry, but yeah,
No, you're good.
when I'm so sorry when for fuck's sake, when you're done. Sorry, I have a
Oh no,
stutter.
I'm done. I'm done. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, the transition period might be a while.
It's right now. It's
Might
happening
be a
right now.
while,
Yeah, it's now. It's
and that's
happening
what they
now.
said, that the foundations will rock, and
Yeah,
so that's
I
what's happening
promise you.
right
I
now.
promise you. I promise you. No, I don't promise you. I'd be willing to bet you my right arm that within 3 years,
Yeah.
20 to 30% of the world will have united behind whatever organizational vehicle it is
Mm,
that boldly professes these truths and
mm,
goes and debates these thought leaders and these spiritual leaders of all these different religions and just
mm.
explains to them that your arguments don't hold up because we are not sheep.